country, we got problems, people. We haven't even scratched the surface of this stuff. If you're not watching training videos, audio videos, if you're not putting audio CDs, inspiration, motivation, education tapes in, DVDs, video on demand, whatever, every week, if you're not reading these magazines or what have you, if you're not self-educating, where are we going? At best, you're minor league. At best. Not trying to speak anything disrespectful at all. The fact that you're here shows that you want to be successful, but this is not like a yoga class. I'm not here for warm and fuzzies. I want to be honest with you and let you leave here with no false sense of security or no false sense of accomplishment. To be the best, every thought you think, every action you do has to be the best. Every day. I'm sure these words echo. Military, professional athlete, without exception, without fail. Without exception, without fail. Does that mean you're not going to have adversities? Does that mean you're not going to have challenges, or you're not going to have stupid things going on? Of course not. You got to be prepared. You've got to be prepared of what to do if that happens. What to do if that happens. Do you all buy into all this stuff? Now, I still got one more box. After all that, I got one more box. This is where it gets crazy. So, first, state your goal. Second is define your goal. Third is create an action plan. For each and every one of the points that you define has to have a correlating action plan. So for example, if I say that I'm a coordinator, I want to be the best internet coordinator. Now, right here, the first bullet point doesn't have to be first bullet. One of my bullet points would say, I want to have the most lead source provider knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, because it'll help me if somebody's going to kellybluebookevans.com. I need to know all those sites. That's what to do. Most people don't even get to definition and identifying, but execution is how am I going to do it? How am I going to achieve that knowledge, that Jedi wisdom for third-party providers? That's the action plan. Knowing that weekly planning is priority, you know, for accomplishments. What I would do is I would create a weekly schedule on what days I'm going to isolate and what time blocks I'm going to isolate for third-party providers. Wow, that's good, right? I want to get, if I'm a coordinator, I want to get some product knowledge. Okay, I know once a week or at least every other week, I'm going to spend one day, whatever you can afford time-wise, to doing a product presentation, to going on taking a Honda certification class on product, or I'm going to take, you know, a Toyota certification class, etc. Because if you just say, I want to be the best coordinator, you don't even know what the hell that really means, and you don't have any friggin' plan or idea how you're going to get that accomplished, what are your chances and probability of reality of actually achieving your goal?
0.
Small, maybe not 0. I mean, like I said, even a broken clock is right twice a day, so you could by accident hit your goal, or you could hit it once in a while, but you won't be consistent. Now, I will leave you with this. I did this, the very first Internet 20 group I did, this exercise I did with other, I had GMs, dealer principals, internet directors in there. I actually had somebody from Peru in there too. You know how long it took to do this, and I stopped the time? 6 hours. We didn't talk about anything else. 6 hours. I started the meeting, and then, you know, after an hour into it, you know, I literally turned it over to this, and we had this on a whiteboard. But the difference is that they had, you know, there's like 20, 30 people in that group, so they were all going back and talking, or what have you, and we were brainstorming, etc. But, my gosh. And just so you know, if you ever went to the Real Internet Director 20 group, this is just like a small one. This is just only a couple of my clients because it's the end of the month, etc. But if you go to our bigger ones that we actually advertise, and none of you guys saw this in the magazine or was promoted, it was all internal dealer synergy stuff. But our bigger 20 groups, like, it's in the training manual. Duran, you might even have it from the Director Immersion Program. I actually have like 3 or 4 pages of the 3-square exercise. So these 3 small squares, these innocuous, benign 3 small squares, could turn out to be 10 pages. Like the first box is just a title. Like it's just, you know, state goal, #1 internet director. The second box is going to define the goal. Boom, 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 boom. And then the third box is an action plan, how you're going to achieve each and one of the definition points. Now you're armed. Now you're armed as an internet director on how to do it. Now you're doing Dr. Covey's second habit, beginning with the end result in mind. Beginning with the end result in mind. Now, just pan the room, both of you. I want to ask the group, how many people here think that if you did that, if you actually took the time, it doesn't have to be 6 hours, but if you actually took some time to basically create a 3-square roadmap on what your goal is, what does that mean literally?